It was a Tuesday evening when my life changed forever. I was sitting on my couch, scrolling through my phone, half watching some forgettable sci-fi show, when the doorbell rang. I wasn't expecting anyone. My pizza delivery wasn't due for another 20 minutes, and my friends knew better than to drop by unannounced. I hesitated, then shuffled to the door, peeking through the peephole. What I saw made me stumble backward. Standing on my porch was a woman, no, not a woman. A being. She was tall, almost 7 feet, with shimmering, opalescent skin that seemed to shift colors like a living aurora. Her hair was a cascade of silver threads that floated as if underwater, and her eyes were pools of liquid gold, glowing faintly in the dim light of my porch. She wore a gown that looked like it was woven from starlight, and a delicate crown of crystalline spikes rested atop her head. I froze. My brain short-circuited. This had to be a prank, right? Some elaborate cosplay or a viral marketing stunt. But the air around her seemed to hum with an otherworldly energy, and the hairs on the back of my neck stood on end. Before I could decide whether to open the door or call the cops, she spoke. Her voice was melodic, like a chorus of wind chimes, but it carried an undeniable authority. "You are the one called Alex Carter," she said, not as a question, but as a statement. I blinked. Yeah. That's me. What, are you? "I am Princess Lyr'ael of the Celestial Dominion," she replied, her golden eyes locking onto mine. "And I require your assistance." I laughed nervously. "Okay, this is a joke, right? Did Dave put you up to this? Because if so, tell him he's got me good. I'm freaking out here." Her expression didn't change. "This is no jest, Alex Carter. My people are in grave danger, and you are the only one who can help us." I stared at her, my mouth hanging open. "Me? Why me? I'm just a guy. I work at a tech support call center. I don't even know how to change a tire." She stepped closer, and I instinctively backed up. "You are more than you realize. Your genetic code contains a rare marker, one that aligns with the ancient prophecies of my people. You are the key." "The key?" I repeated, my voice cracking. "Key to what?" "To saving my world," she said simply. "And, by extension, yours." I shook my head, trying to clear the fog of disbelief. "Look, Princess, I don't know what kind of game this is, but I'm not the guy you're looking for. I'm just Alex. I pay my taxes, I binge Netflix, and I occasionally forget to water my plants. I'm not a hero." She tilted her head, studying me with those unnerving golden eyes. "Heroes are not born, Alex Carter. They are made. And your journey begins now." Before I could protest further, she raised her hand, and a swirling portal of light appeared behind her. It was like staring into a kaleidoscope, colors and shapes shifting in impossible patterns. My stomach churned just looking at it. "Come," she said, extending her hand. "There is no time to waste." I hesitated. Every rational part of my brain screamed at me to slam the door and call the police. But another part of me, a part one didn't even know existed, whispered that this was real. That this was my chance to be something more than a guy who spent his days resetting passwords and his nights eating microwave dinners. I took her hand. The moment our fingers touched, a surge of energy shot through me, and the world dissolved into light. When I opened my eyes, I was no longer on my porch. I stood in a vast, gleaming city that seemed to stretch into infinity. Towers of crystal and metal rose into a sky filled with twin suns, and strange, floating vehicles zipped through the air. Alien beings of all shapes and sizes moved about, their forms so varied and bizarre that my mind struggled to process them. "Welcome to the Celestial Dominion, Princess Lyr'ael said, her voice filled with pride. "This is my home." I gaped at the sight. This is incredible. "And it is in peril," she said, her tone turning grave. "A dark force known as the Void Wraiths has awakened. They seek to consume all life, starting with my world. The prophecies foretold of a key, a being from another realm who could unlock the power to stop them. That key is you." I swallowed hard. "Okay, let's say I believe you. What exactly am I supposed to do?" She led me to a massive, ancient structure at the heart of the city. Inside, a colossal machine hummed with energy, its surface covered in glowing runes. "This is the celestial engine," she explained. "It is the source of our power, but it has been dormant for millennia. Only the key can activate it." I stared at the machine, feeling utterly out of my depth. "And how do I do that?" "You must attune yourself to the engine," she said. "Focus your mind, and let it guide you." I took a deep breath and stepped forward, placing my hand on the cool surface of the machine. At first, nothing happened. Then, a warmth spread through my palm, and the runes began to glow brighter. I felt a connection, like the machine was reaching into my mind, searching for something. Images flashed before my eyes, visions of distant worlds, ancient battles, and a darkness so vast it threatened to swallow everything. I saw the Void Wraiths, their forms shifting and monstrous, and I felt their hunger, their desire to destroy. And then, I saw myself. Not as I was, but as I could be. Stronger. Braver. A hero. The machine roared to life, its energy surging through me. I felt power unlike anything I had ever known, and for a moment, I thought I might explode. When the light faded, I stood taller, my body thrumming with energy. Princess Lyr'ael looked at me with awe. "It is done. The engine is active, and the Void Wraiths will soon feel its power." I grinned, feeling a confidence I hadn't known I possessed. "What now?" "Now," she said, her eyes blazing with determination, "we fight." The battle was unlike anything I could have imagined. The Void Wraiths descended upon the city, their forms shifting and writhing like living shadows. But with the celestial engine's power flowing through me, I was able to hold them back. I fought alongside Princess Lyr'ael and her warriors, my newfound abilities allowing me to channel energy blasts, create shields, and even fly. It was chaos. It was terrifying. And it was the most alive I had ever felt. In the end, we prevailed. The Void Wraiths were driven back, their darkness banished by the light of the celestial engine. The city was saved, and the people of the celestial dominion cheered for their princess, and for me. As the dust settled, Princess Lyr'ael turned to me, her golden eyes soft with gratitude. "You have done what no other could, Alex Carter. You have proven that heroes are not born, they are made." I smiled, feeling a sense of fulfillment I had never known. "I couldn't have done it without you." She placed a hand on my shoulder. "You are always welcome here, Alex. You are one of us now." I looked out over the city, bathed in the light of the twin suns, and knew that my life would never be the same. I had stepped through a door I never knew existed, and I had found a place where I truly belonged. As I stood there, I realized something: I never thought alien women were real. But now, I couldn't imagine a universe without them. Epilogue. Back on Earth, life returned to normal, sort of. I still worked at the call center, still ate microwave dinners, and still occasionally forgot to water my plants.